What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here. Welcome you back to another week of Shady Teams. Today, we are jumping right back in. We have had all three Wi-Fi battles with our team Q-Tip. Captain Q-Tip will be leaving us for some time, but hopefully he'll be back on the channel later on down the road. Maybe when Sun and Moon comes out, he will test his luck against all the new Pokemon. But today, we're here to build a brand new team for you guys live. Of course, if you don't know what we're doing here, we're jumping on PokemonShowdown.com and building a team for you guys that we will use on the channel for 3 Wi-Fi battles. We'll see if we can get 3 wins finally this week. Before we even think about that though, let's see what Pokemon we're going to craft our team around. I have this random number generator here, and basically whatever number it is, we do 1 through 721, whatever number it is, we take that Pokemon, we build a team around it. Now, if it's a Bulbasaur, yes, we can build a team around a Venusaur. If it's a Charmeleon, yes, we can build a team around a Charizard or a Charmander. Whatever we want from that evolution line. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what we get. Number 313. So I'm not really sure, Cerebi 313, what that's gonna be. It is a It is a Volbeat. Ladies and gentlemen, Volbeat is the Pokemon that we are using today. So let's go ahead and add Pokemon. Now, I didn't say we were doing OU. Oh, I did not say that. However, I have a rule that I will not do PU since I got a Volbeat for my, I'm gonna call this Volbeat Hurricane. And I have a reason for doing that. And if you know what that reason is, maybe you're familiar with one of our subscribers, Cyclone the Ghost. Well, Cyclone obviously is not Hurricane, but Cyclone likes Loomies and Hurricane for Volbeat. So, honestly, Illuminate. No competitive use, ladies and gentlemen. Not a single competitive use. So let's go ahead and go with Prankster. Now, what can we do with this Pokemon? We can Tail Glow. All right, we can Tail Glow. I think we're gonna build a UU team this week. We're gonna use Volbeat in UU. Now, if you guys don't know, Volbeat is bug flying, so it's weak to rocks, terribly so. It doesn't learn Defog, so we can't even think about that. We could be a cheeky monger and let Hurricane pass off its Tail Glows with a, I mean, look at this. This thing might actually be viable. This thing might be viable. Like, even if we don't do Substitute and we just do Baton Pass and Tail Glow, like, you're obviously getting a Focus Sash. You're obviously getting a Focus Sash. So Tail Glow will get priority, and then Baton Pass will get priority. This is interesting. We might actually have a lot of fun this week. We might get some sweeps going. I'm down to clown. I am down to clown. Okay, so let's see what else we can, what would we put on here? We'd put Bug Buzz. If we ever actually want this thing to do the work. We could put Tailwind on here as well. Part of me wants to have U-Turn on here, but I don't think that's worth it. I think Tailwind makes sense. I think basically this Pokemon is going to be, I really should just call you Tail McGee. But we're gonna, well, it makes sense that you're Hurricane with all these with all this wind happening. We'll give you Bug Buzz so that you have some form of stab, but we're gonna go ahead and give you max speed, base 85 speed as well. So base 85 speed. Your special attack is complete scotch. Even at +3, what is that gonna bring it to? 188, around 270. Okay, that's pretty good, I guess. 270 special attack's nothing to sneeze at. And then we'll go ahead and give you 4 to give you an odd number of HP at level 50. So Hurricane the Volbeat is who we're building our UU team around. So let's go ahead and let's go back and let's validate this real quick to make sure my team is valid for UU. Okay, so Hurricane. Now, considering Hurricane is passing off Tail Glows, who would be a great Pokemon to take those Tail Glows? Oh my goodness, who would be a great Pokemon to take those Tail Glows? Well, I mean, yes, Empoleon would be fantastic. Only being weak to fighting and ground and electric, 3 weaknesses. It can hit really, really hard on the special side. I wouldn't mind it. But I think obviously like easy mode would be like pick a fast, bulky Pokemon of which there are none. You know what would be really fun? It would be fun to pass it off to Mega Sharpedo. Because I love Mega Sharpedo. I think it catches people off guard very, very often. And you know, with a +3, with Dark Pulse, Scald, and then something else, maybe Ice Beam, you can probably guarantee yourself 1 speed boost before Mega Evolving. Even though Mega Evolving, all it's really going to do is give you that extra, all those extra stats. Maybe you'd just be better to run Life Orb at that point. I'm not sure, because Strong Jaw is not going to do anything for us. I think that a Vaporeon would be really broken to pass into. They do share an electric weakness, which is kind of troublesome. but it would be really, really, really busted, I think, because it's such a fat Pokemon. And then at +3, it's gonna have like, look at this special attack it'll have. Let's just pretend. Let's just pretend. +3. So it would be over 400 special attack. If I really wanted to, I could run Acid Armor on this thing and be that guy. I could, well, I could make Baton Pass the team. And I could put Acid Armor and Baton Pass on here. Oh my gosh, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I might make Vaporeon one of my targets. This is actually pretty good anyway, because this is like, Vaporeon can, not only is it a target for the passing, but it's also just a fantastic Pokemon. Vaporeon, what's a nickname for Vaporeon? I very rarely get to use Vaporeons, or very rarely choose to use Vaporeons. Let's go with, oh my gosh. I kinda wanna go with Aquaman, but really, you're not Aquaman, you're not Trident. I kinda wanna name you Ariel, and then I think I'm spelling that wrong. I think I'm spelling that wrong. How do you spell Ariel? Let me open up another window. Ariel, I think it's, there's no Ariel existing. Another, this is not, Little Mermaid. Oh, that is how you spell it's A, I'm adding the extra E, there's no reason for that. Ariel, there we go. There we go. Is that really how you spell it? Oh my gosh, this is not what this is supposed to be about. Ariel, Little Mermaid, got it, awesome. All right, so you're gonna be Ariel, the Vaporeon. I don't think I'm gonna give you Scald. I could give you Baton Pass though, which would be so cheeky. I mean, I think I'm gonna give you Scald no matter what. Scald, Ice Beam. I'm not gonna make you max special attack, I don't think. Even with the pass, if I pass Talglow off to you, 130 will still go to 260 plus another 65. It'll be over 300, or it'll be just about 300, which is awesome. You're gonna be our wall, but you're like a secondary target for this nonsense. We'll make you defensive. Kinda want to just make you specially defensive and say, yeah, you're never going down to special attack. I think I will do that. I think I'm gonna make you specially defensive. We're gonna make you max special defense, max HP, and 4 in special attack. So we'll make you calm. At this point, I do want to run Wish. I don't want to run Protect, but I do want to run Wish. And I think we'll go with, I could go Heal Bell or Toxic as my last move. Baton Pass Wish is actually super, super powerful. Wow, am I really gonna make Baton Pass? Am I gonna really make Team Gymnast right now? Am I gonna make Team Gymnast? I think Hurricane, you're now Gymnast. I still love you, Cyclone, but this is Gymnast. This is Team Gymnast right now. I think, is that how you spell Gymnast? I can't spell anything today. My voice is kind of back, but I can't spell anything. Okay, I did spell Gymnast right. I'm just doubting myself nonstop. Nonstop doubts. Okay, let's give you Baton Pass. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna be that guy. We're gonna be super cheeky this week. You know, sometimes you gotta be cheeky to spice things up. But that'll be it. It'll just be Team Gymnast with Ariel and Gymnast. Oh, I can't believe we're building a UU team around this Pokemon. So, a good Pokemon to go with our Ariel. Oh my gosh, imagine passing a Tailglow off to Mega Blastoise. That would just be broken. That would be absolutely broken. Let's go ahead and find the next Pokemon for our core. I could go Celebi, which I never get to use, and I've had a Celebi forever. It's just that it's 4 times weakness to Bug. I mean, yeah, it's 4 times weakness to Bug. Really bothers me so much. Well, we could go Aggron. We could go Mega Aggron, which I don't get to use very often, but it is a great physical wall, and it hits pretty hard as well. So that's an option. It is definitely an option. Fortress makes the most sense, obviously, because it's a great physical wall, and its only weakness is Ariel's immunity. And then I don't resist electricity, but I do resist grass a crap ton. Honestly, physically defensive Hydreigon is calling my name. I love using physically defensive Hydreigon. I really do. I'm gonna go for it. I know this Pokemon's a bit overused for me. I get that, but like, I just love this Pokemon so much. I really do. Let's go ahead and go Roost, Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse, Drac Pulse. Yo, Drac Pulse. Drac Pulse, the new meta. And then we'll give Toxic to you, actually. We're gonna give you Toxic. And you will be our second leftovers Pokemon, and that's all we'll do for you. So let's go max HP, max physical defense. No one expects this because, quote unquote, it's bad. It's bad. But now this is another great option If we get rid of special attackers, this is another great option to baton pass into, because it's like, hey, this thing can live physical hits nonstop, and if you give it the +3, it's going to be at like over 400 special attack, or 350 special attack. 280, 292, plus another 73. Yeah, so it'll be really high, like 350, 360. So that's great. So now that we have our core, which is fine, because I'm weak to ice, you resist ice, and I resist grass and electric, so it's a really nice core right there. Let's go ahead and get someone, a physically offensive Pokemon we need for the team. I wouldn't mind Hazard, so something that's physically offensive and can set up Hazard would be really, really clutch. Once again, looking at Celebi a little bit, looking at Celebi just a little bit. Let's go down a little bit. Let's go down a tier. Let's have a little fun, boys. Let's have a little fun, boys. What would we go with? Is there anything physically offensive that sets up hazards in this tier? We don't want another water type, so we can't go Quillfish. I don't really want Registeel. I could go Rhyperior. But Rhyperior is kind of Scotch. Rhyperior is just a little bit of Scotch. I don't know what we would do. Maybe we can't go down this low. We're already using a Gymnast. Maybe we shouldn't try to handicap our team so much. Maybe we should think a little bit. We could go Swampert, but that's another grass weakness. Although it's only weak to grass, and we still have Triforce, so that's not too terrible. He can set up those hazards. He can set up those stealth rocks. We could go Nidoking, which would be interesting. A physically offensive Nidoking, which is something that like I don't use very often, but apparently it's like it's the way you're supposed to go. So we're gonna name you Arthur. You are King Arthur. We're gonna go Sheer Force, and then do you learn Stealth Rocks as well? You do. That's really cute. That's super. I think that's really, really bad and really, really cute. We're gonna go with King Arthur. And we're gonna go ahead and give you Poison Jab, I believe is the best thing for you. Let's just take a look. Yes, Poison Jab would be the best thing. We can go, actually first here, we're gonna go Sucker Punch. Poison Jab. And then, I think that Earthquake is the best move, even though it doesn't get the Sheer Force bonus. Let me just make sure. Drill Run is a high crit ratio, that's not gonna trigger. Bulldoze is only base 60, so it's not gonna happen. So Earthquake is the best thing to go for. So let's make you, let's put you like this. Let's make you max speed, because I always regret not being max speed whenever I decide not to be. So Arthur will have 252 attack, 252 speed, and 4 HP. All right, I'm liking this. We're looking crisp. We're looking pretty crisp. Now it's a double ice weakness, so we have to keep Ariel nice and healthy. We haven't used the Mega yet, so we still can. Mega Ampharos is not a bad call. It is super slow. And it's another ground weakness, so let's avoid that. Let's avoid that for now. I want to do something wild. I want to do like... I mean, the fact that Gardevoir is right here is like screaming, just do it. Just do it. But I'm not going to. I'm just not. No, you can't make me. You're not my real dad. Okay, I could go Infernape. He's got 108 speed. Obviously, Mega Sceptile would be fantastic, but that's another ice weakness that I just don't want to put on the team. Tornadus would be a good target. I think Whimsicott could be kind of cute. Whimsicott could be kind of cute. Let's see. Mega Houndoom would be pretty adorable. It's another dark Pokemon, which would be another fighting weakness, which we really don't want. Zoroark would be fun. Zoroark would just be fun for games. Espeon's not a bad option. It's a psychic type, which gives us a psychic resistance, even though we already have a psychic immunity. It would give us another fighting resistance, which would be great. And it may make you think that it might make my opponent think that I have another baton pass user. That'd be 2 evolutions on one team. I don't think I've ever done that in the history of me doing YouTube. I don't think I have, but this is a nice special attacker. You know what? We're gonna go with this, and we're gonna call you Mo. Because honestly, Espeon and Mo go together like 2 peas in a pod. We're gonna give you Magic Bounce, which is awesome because we haven't used that in such a long time. And now, what are we gonna give you? I think I just want to make you like coverage.deck. So we're gonna go Psychic, not Psyshock. We're gonna go Dazzling Gleam. We're gonna go Grass Knot. And what will be, we could go Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball's probably best. Let's go Shadow Ball. We're just gonna make you like the monster that is to come. Now, obviously Espeon is really, really frail, so I don't think that it's the best option for us to run as a special attacker, but I haven't done it in so long. I haven't run Espeon in so long, and this team's looking pretty purple. Like, if we go ahead and we make you shiny, and GYMNAST, what do you look like when you're shiny? Look at that. We're running team purple right now. We are purple GYMNAST. You can't touch us. Now I have to do it. I have to commit. I have to commit to purple GYMNAST. Oh my gosh. Okay. What can we do now? Special, physical, special. So we need another physical attacker. We could go with Deblade. It is a ghost type. Gives us normal immunity. It is also a steel type, which gives us a fairy resist, which we do have an Arthur, but we really don't want that to take hits. I think I'm fine with running Deblade. I think I'm fine with running Deblade, and it gives us a backup sweeper, because honestly, Deblade with Swords Dance, Shadow Sneak. Do you have knockoff? You don't have knockoff. Shoot, we have no knockoff users on this team. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad in UU to not have any knockoff users. That's pretty darn bad. But we're gonna rock out with it. Shadow Sneak, Iron Head, and Sacred Sword. I think you learned Sacred Sword. Awesome. Let's bring you down to level 50 so we can accurately see your stats and what it's going to be in battle. Let's go with max attack. I kind of want to go max special attack, special defense. Now you have 150 and 170. Meaning that you can at least, let's call you Lloyd. I'm going to call you Lloyd because Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia uses 2 swords. So that's pretty much my reasoning for that. I don't know if I want to go max special defense. I wonder what the typical set is. I'm leaning towards that no matter what Smogon says. But I'm leaning towards that. But I don't know if it's worth. Like, if we were to just dump this all into HP instead. But, like, Eviolite's going to double our special defense. I think I'm going to do this. Because we already have our main special wall and our main physical wall, and this just needs to be Sponge the Pokemon. This is just Sponge the Pokemon, so let's do that. 150 and then over 220 physical defense. I think that's fine. Let's give the extra 4 to our defense, I guess. Sure. Extra 4 to our defense will make an Impish Lloyd. So this is going to be Team GYMNAST, the purple squad. Hashtag purple in the comment section. How many wins do you think this team is going to get? I think this team is pretty okay. Now we have a fighting immunity for Triforce. We do have the fighting resistance right here. We have baton passing, tailwinding. So the tailwind can be nice in situations where we feel like since our Triforce has 0 speed investment, if we want to go tailwind, or if we want to go tail glow as they switch in, set up a tailwind, then baton pass, and hopefully they're going for like a fire type move to finish us off, but realistically we'll have 1 HP, so maybe they won't. Weaknesses I see on this team that is going to be a problem. Darmanitan really likes this team, except for, well, even the Vaporeon. Since the Vaporeon is especially defensive, Darmanitan can kind of shred through it. Choice Scarf Darmanitan. We don't really have anything to outspeed that outside of the Tailwind going up, so we're going to have to play very carefully when we see that Darmanitan come in. We can Sucker Punch, of course, but it would need to at least take damage first. So we'll have to get our Stealth Rocks up early game. But I'm going to see how this goes. I'm really excited to use this team. We're going to have 3 battles on the channel with this team, with the Shady people. Make sure you guys subscribe down below to see them. At this point, I've already seen the battles, but please go ahead and leave some critique on the team, what you would change, what you want to see different, etc., etc. And next week, we'll have a brand new Shady Teams episode. And make sure you follow me on Twitter, because if you want a chance to battle one of these teams, you have to be following me there, because I ask for these battles on Thursday or Friday on Twitter. I love you so much, but I'm going to get the hashtag out of here. Have yourselves a good day. But above all else, keep it shady.